Okay, I'm gonna prove to you why investing into just one multifamily apartment building can change you and your family's life, change your financial future. I'm gonna walk you through the first deal I ever did, okay? How I'm able to achieve an infinite return on my investment, how simple it was to do, and how you can do the same. If I can do it, you can do it. I'm gonna prove it to you in this video. Okay, so I'm gonna put my whiteboard on the screen here and let me walk you through this deal. Now, what I'm walking you through here is a real deal. This isn't just like some presentation. I'm not just listing off the benefits and the features of investing in multifamily. This is a real deal. So my first deal was a 7-unit apartment building, and that's not overwhelming. I definitely felt a little nervous, and you definitely will feel probably a little nervous when you go to buy your first apartment deal. But 7 units, we're not talking about 7,000. 7 units, it's manageable, okay? It's 7 tenants, it's 7 units, it's not super scary. This was on the MLS, okay? Meaning it's available to everybody. So it wasn't off market, it wasn't some special like pocket listing. You can go to any real estate agent you probably know 100 of them, and say, hey, I'm interested in investing in multifamily real estate, so 5 units, 5 units and above, okay? 5 units and above, apartment buildings, 5 units and above, add me to your MLS. This got listed just like a house in the neighborhood would. It was available to everybody. I put in an offer for $660,000 and they accepted it, okay? Now, I'm not gonna pay cash $660,000 for this. I financed the deal because good debt is the way to wealth. So I was able to use a mortgage broker, okay? Use a mortgage broker who is essentially someone who will go out and shop the loan for you, okay? So you don't have to go out and try, like do what I do, call a bunch of lenders, fill out a bunch of paperwork, submit loan proposals to a bunch of lenders. A mortgage broker will do that for you, which is great, right? You do end up paying them a 1% fee to do it, but if you don't have the time or you don't have the energy or you don't know where to go, right, and what banks to talk to, like I bank at Chase Bank. Chase Bank doesn't even offer multifamily loans. They just don't do it. Mortgage broker's gonna do that for you, okay? And they were able to get me an 80% what's called LTV, or loan to value, which means I had to put $132,000 down to buy this property. How did I do that? Okay, it's something I talk about all the time because this is a question I always get. Well, how do I do that, Tony? I don't have 132,000 or just, I've seen so many comments on this, like, oh, that's so unrealistic. Okay, first, earned income to passive income, okay? Real estate investing is more on the passive income side, okay? So I did it by building a business first, building an online telehealth coaching business, right? So if you own a business, if you're in online coaching like I was, great, keep building that business, keep saving your profits, then you can invest in real estate. But let's just say you work a 9-to-5 job, you're not in something like sales to where you can grow and you can, earn commission. I have 2 pieces of advice for you. Number 1, go watch my other videos on how to make more money or save more money. Look at creating like a side hustle, right? We can't get to passive income if we don't have earned income, right? We first have to grow our earned income. I see so many people who want to jump into real estate investing, but you got to work on your earned income first, right? If you don't have money to invest, it kind of defeats the point of investing, right? You got to have capital first. The other piece of this is getting together friends and family. Now, I've never done this, but you could do this. If you had a screaming deal like this was a great opportunity. And you're like, you know what? I need 132,000. I'm gonna put in 25,000. I'm gonna go get 4 other people to put in 25,000. We're going to all own equal ownership. That's feasible. That's doable. Think about that. Could you, if you had a great deal like this, could you go find 4 people who would want to invest into it? Probably. So don't limit yourself. I want to stay on topic here. I want to be short and concise, but don't limit yourself. If you're watching this, or if you want to invest into real estate, invest into multifamily, and you're constantly saying, I don't have money. Oh, where's he get the 100 grand? If like 100 grand feels like you'll never have that, don't go buy real estate, because you're limiting yourself with your beliefs, okay? You're limiting yourself with your thought process. I started this business with credit card debt. I was on food stamps growing up in my teens, in my late teens, okay? Limiting beliefs. Don't be the limitation to your income, all right? So what I was able to do is I financed the deal. I put $132,000 down, okay? I got a 3.9% interest. 25-year, I know, sounds crazy, right? 25-year amortization, which means my payments were spread out over 25 years, and I had a 10-year term, which meant at the end of the 10 years, the payment would balloon or you have to refinance, right? So how does this work? So apartments are valued by this simple formula. If you've watched my other content, you've probably seen this. NOI divided by cap rate equals the valuation. Okay? So NOI is just your income minus your expenses equals your profit. Or in apartment investing, it's called NOI, net operating income. With this deal, we were able to increase the income. As tenants moved out, we were able to go into the property, fix up the units, repair the units, update them as needed. I think I spent, I have to recall, about $3,000 on unit turns to upwards towards $5,000. This was like 2 years ago now. So that's a rough figure. Okay, now how do we do that? Again, we had cash reserves from our business, right? We didn't use our last $132,000. When you buy a piece of real estate, you always want to have cash reserves, okay? We used our cash reserves and the cash flow from the property to be able to pay for that, okay? To be able to pay for those upgrades. And that's what's smart about real estate is a cash flow, so you can reinvest the profit into improving the apartment. We were able to decrease expenses. We shopped the grass, we shopped the utilities. We were able to just lower the bills, okay? When I bought it, and here's the magic, and here's where the infinite return comes in. Okay, when I bought it, the NOI was about $35,000. Okay, the cap rate was a 6% cap rate. Okay, go Google cap rate. I've talked about it in other videos. I want to keep this short and concise, but it's essentially what your capitalization rate or your return on investment would be if you owned it in cash. Okay, so 35,000. Let's do that formula that we know divided by 0.06. Right, when we bought it, it was worth, on paper, about $583,000. So on paper, it looks like I overpaid for it. But the value in real estate is if I know for every $1 I can increase the NOI divided by the cap rate, that's my valuation increase. So in this deal, okay, let's just do this together. So $1, every $1 we can increase our profit, our NOI, divided by 0.06 equals, so $1 divided by 0.06, just 6% expressed as a decimal there, equals $16.66 in valuation increase. That's why I love multifamily. That's why I want you to do multifamily. That's how I know multifamily can change your freaking life and give you an amazing return on your investment, okay? So 35,000 was the NOI when we bought it. 1 year into our ownership. So literally think about that, 12 months later, guys, we're not talking 10 years, we're not talking 15 years, we're not talking 20 years, 10 years later, 1 year later, the NOI was about $62,000. Okay, great. So now wait, is the property only worth $30,000 more? No, because remember, NOI divided by cap rate equals valuation. That's what's cool. Yes, we increased the income, give or take $30,000, but the property's worth so much more. It's a multiple effect, right? So NOI, which is 62,000, divided by our cap rate, which was still 6%, what's our valuation now? 62,000 divided by 0.06. You can do this with me so you learn. 62,000 divided by 0.06 equals 1.03 million. So call it $1 million and some change. Are you getting excited now? Now let me show you the power of this. Like you did this deal, not me. Like I'm gonna walk you through like you did. So you bought the deal in 2021 for $660,000, right? You put $132,000 down. You did it, you and two friends did it. You get what I'm saying, right? 2021, okay? In 2022, it is worth $1 million, okay? 2022, it's worth $1 million. You went back to the bank, you did a cash out refinance, right? And in this particular deal, because people will ask, well, didn't your interest rate go up or didn't your debt increase? My debt did increase. I was able to negotiate and keep my original debt at 3.9%. We just did what was called like a new line of equity, right? So we were able to pull out at 75% loan to value. Okay, so it means we were able to finance $750,000 of this $1 million which also means we kept $250,000 in equity in the deal, which is great because you never want to over leverage because then you won't cash flow, right? And you have to cash flow for the lender to do the deal. When it was all said and done, based on what we originally owed for our original down payment on the $660,000 finance, we were able to take $250,000 out tax-free. Why is it tax-free? Because it's debt and you don't pay taxes on debt. Why is this good debt? Now, it's not like I refinanced my home, my primary resident that I pay for every month. This is an asset. I don't pay this. The cash flow from the tenants and from the income from the property pays it. So yes, I am taking on more debt, but it's secured by cash flow. There is enough cash flow here every single month to pay all the expenses and still put money in our pocket. So it's good debt. Understand the difference there. When you look at my original, or your original, I should say, down payment, right? You put $132,000 down, you just took out $215,000 or $250,000. It's about $118,000 in just pure cash to you, right? When you subtract your down payment. What's your return on investment in this deal? It's infinite, however you do that infinite loop, right? It's infinite. It's an infinite freaking return because you have no money in this deal. So you now own $1 million asset. You have $250,000 in equity, right? And this was 2022, so it's definitely worth a little bit more now, right? You put down $132,000 originally. You pulled out $250,000 tax-free. You're not paying tax on it because it's debt. This property still cash flows on average $1,500 to $1,800 a month, which if we multiply that by 12, let's even use the low end there, 1,500 times 12, 18,000 bucks a year. Okay, and that's only gonna go up over time because of inflation. Dude, do this deal. Why would you not do this deal? Would we agree? And this doesn't even include the tax benefits we get for owning this. We get tax benefits every year for depreciation. Okay, so we get tax benefits. We get long-term appreciation for owning this deal. We get cash flow. And now we have no money in the deal. So an infinite return. Would you do this deal? Yes or no? Leave me a comment below. I tried to explain this in a short and concise way. So if you have questions, if you don't understand anything, leave me a comment below. There's no stupid question. Again, I'm doing this to sell you on why you should do this, why you should go find a deal like this. Again, my wife and I were a school teacher and a registered dietitian. We figured it out as we went. If we can do it, you can do it. I don't come from money, okay? I built a business and invested from there. So you can do the same, all right? If you have questions, comment below. Would you do this deal? Yes or no? Is this exciting to you? Yes or no? Leave me a comment below. If there's something you don't understand, leave me a comment below. If you want to work with me, if you want to do this, but you're like, Tony, I'm still building my coaching business. I need to build that up first. Send me a DM, click the link below in the description here. Hire me to be your coach so I can help you build your earned income and invest into real estate. Or if you're like, Tony, I want to do this. I'm busy running my business, or I'm a physician, I'm a physical therapist, I'm a dietitian. I've got my main career, but I would love to invest passively in a deal like this. Click the link below so you can learn about passive investment opportunities with us, to where you can partner with us. We do all the work, you get the benefit, okay? Hopefully this video was helpful. Hopefully I sold you on why you should be in multifamily investing. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, we'll talk soon. Thanks.